Vice President of the United States, Tim Walz.
Under current U.S. law, this could get the congressman probably thrown in jail.
He has particularly angered veterans, like me, with previous claims surfacing that he actually went to war.
Back in 2005, a warning order went out to the 1st Battalion, 125th Field Artillery to mobilize for a mission to Iraq. At the time, Walz served as the unit's highest non-commissioned officer, but months later, Walz would retire from the Guard, avoid the deployment, and run for Congress.
He abandoned us, what the hell kind of leader does that? He just, as soon as the shots were fired in Iraq, he turned and ran the other way and hung his hat up and quit.
But that didn't stop him. A few years ago, when he was campaigning, saying, I'd gone to war.
I've been voting for common sense legislation that protects the Second Amendment, but we can do background checks, we can do CDC research, and we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at.
Well, I wonder, Tim Walz, when were you ever in war? What was this weapon that you carried into war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone?
There is no evidence that at any time Governor Walz was in a position of being shot at, and some of his language could easily be seen to suggest that he was. So that is absolutely false.
He refers to himself as an enduring freedom veteran for Kerry.
I'm a retired sergeant major. I was an artilleryman. I deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom.
The Department of Defense does not qualify him as somebody who's recipient of the Enduring Freedom title.
Do not pretend to be something that you're not.
And here we go.
How could you be so sure?
Congressman's website, his official biography, says simply that he was mobilized with his battalion in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Without any other details, don't you think it's reasonable people might assume that means he served in Afghanistan? There's a huge difference between being deployed to a base in Italy and being in the combat zone in Afghanistan. Under current U.S. law, this could get the congressman probably thrown in jail in violation of the 2006 Stolen Valor Act, which says it is a crime, a federal crime, to portray yourself in writing or verbally as having received an award or decoration authorized by Congress that you didn't receive.
Well, well, well.
Arrest him.
Arrest him!
Please arrest him.
And we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at.
He's a phony! A great big phony!